guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a very exciting collaboration with one of my dear friends here on YouTube, Heather Austin. You guys probably already know who she is. She's fabulous. Oh my gosh, I love her. She encourages me to live my best sparkly unicorn glam life. I had to put these earrings on as a symbol of me and Heather's relationship because every time I see glitter and sparkles, I just think of this girl. I literally sent her a polo today saying like, Heather, you need to get some of these like Holo Taco nail polishes because the glitter unicorn stuff just reminds me of her. Oh my god, she's just like sparkles, and like her personality, her energy, her vibe, her makeup, it's all good stuff. So I love Heather so much. I will link her down in the description box. Please go ahead and show her some Makeup Savage love if you haven't checked her out already. And without further blabbering, let's get into the blush tag. I just want to say welcome if you are coming over from Heather's channel. Thank you for checking me out. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I do upload quite often, and I am doing Makeup Savage Miss, which is my version of Vlogmas, where I'll be uploading a video every day till Christmas time. So if you are interested in following along, definitely hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I post. And let's see what I picked out for all of these questions. So the blush tag was created by Michelle Wong. It's a spin-off of the eyeshadow palette tag that Samantha March and Ali Glines did together. So I will try and remember to link all those videos down in the description box. And the first question is newest blush. So for my newest blush, I have two palettes that I picked up during Black Friday. These are actually on my list of brands to try in 2020, so I'm so glad that I was able to pick them up on sale. These are from the indie brand Likely Makeup, and here is what the Clown blush palette looks like. This is the one they launched initially, and I had been thinking about purchasing these, and it was so funny because Heather bought these up. She bought these up in our group chat, and she was like, you need to try Likely Makeup's blushes, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was totally on my list, and so I'm so glad that she reminded me. So these are my two newest blushes from Black Friday, and these are so stinking cute. The next question in the tag is most expensive blush, and I've definitely purchased some expensive blushes. I have all of Patrick Ta's cream to powder blushes, but I don't know if it counts if I group them all together. They were very expensive. I have the Melt collection where they launched those three blushes that were like bead themed. So those were really pricey too because I bought the whole collection. But individually, I decided to pick the Scott Barnes blush palette because this one is pricey too. I want to say this is like $60 or something like that. But you do get a ton of shades. It's a very beautiful palette. This shade, Mango Fizz, is really the one that called to me. And I think I saw him use this on Tati's channel. So then I was like really curious about Scott Barnes makeup. And then so many of my higher end bougie influencer friends started reviewing Scott Barnes makeup. So that's what drew me to picking up some of his products and trying them out. I will confess, I definitely haven't used this enough, so I really need to pull this back out and try it out some more, but I think that would count as my most expensive blush. Okay, so for my everyday blush, I chose the Hourglass at Night blush because I freaking love this blush so much. I picked it up this year and I didn't need another blush. I'm actually trying not to buy blush in 2020. That all went out the window, but At Night on my skin tone is just so pretty. I don't think I could even like pick up the right amount. I need a brush to do the swirl because it's baked with like a delicious like sheeny golden goodness with like burgundy, and it's just so yummy and it's so delicious, and I love this blush so much. So I actually had to like put it away because I had to give my other blushes a chance. So I chose At Night by Hourglass. It's so flattering on my skin tone. I think it's such a great blush for the fall time, and I will definitely be picking this back up again. Okay, the next question is my most colorful blush, and I do try not to repeat products in videos, but I feel like there's no way I couldn't pull this back out for most colorful. As you can see, there is a very green blush in this palette, and I have not used this yet. I'm definitely waiting to do a video with this. This purple, this pink, I mean, this is a very unique blush palette, so I'm very excited to see how this is gonna do on my tan skin tone. I don't know that I've seen anyone with my particular skin tone use this palette, but I did go through Likely Makeup's Instagram page and they do have some women of deeper skin tones using this palette. So I'm hoping that that kind of rubs off on me and I pull out some kind of ethereal, magical, whimsical, editorial blush look with this. Maybe do some draping. I'm going to try a few things. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just putting out, you know, positive vibes into the universe. This is my most colorful blush palette. The next question is best memory, and I just feel like I have so many good memories with Becca products. So I did grab this holiday palette. I think this is from 2016 or so. One of my most loved blush palettes, bronzer palettes, and highlighters. There's like dips in this. At one point, I was really trying to pan this bronzer. I feel like I'm still close. We'll try. We'll keep trying. But this blush shade is beautiful. It's called Winterberry from Becca. I love the Becca face products. It's kind of unfortunate that I feel like they've kind of fallen off the atmosphere because they don't have like Jaclyn Hill backing them the way she used to. Because like there was a time on YouTube where you could not watch a video where somebody wasn't mentioning a Becca skin perfector. So I still feel like I have such good memories of this palette, and I think I even got this as a gift for a few of my friends. I just feel like I would keep this palette forever because I have such great holiday memories attached to it. Okay, so the next question is blushes that are worth the hype. And for that question, I honestly wanted to give Glossier's Cloud Paints a shout out. These products I was really wary of buying because Glossier has that vibe that they're like model off duty. And I was like, you know, they're not going to work for me. They're not going to show up on my skin tone. Like I was really kind of humming and hawing over picking these up. And then I finally just bit the bullet and bought the shade Dawn because I think I caught a Kate the Great video where she was like talking about her Glossier favorites or something like that. And she really liked the cloud paint. So I was like, you know what? Let me just take the plunge, and I bought the shade Dawn. And this is such a pretty color. I already like put way too much on. You don't need this much. But I think the shade that I feel like the fact that it's called a cloud paint is such an accurate description. It almost reminds me of like a watercolor where it really blends, it sets, it does dry down, so you don't have to worry about it moving around or like getting blotchy or anything like that. And it's so beautiful. I really like the shade Dawn. One of my subscribers sent me the shade Storm, and I recently picked up 2 of their newest shades. I have a shade called Eve and something else. I'll try and remember to put up a picture. Those are on their way to me. I'm so excited for a red cloud paint. So once I get those in, I will definitely be featuring them in a video. But I really like the Glossier cloud paints, and I definitely think these are worth the hype. Okay, so the next question is a blush that's not worth the hype, and I had to mention these serum blushes from Cosmetics. They have so many beautiful shades, but I hardly ever reach for this because I feel like my cloud paints are so much easier to work with. This dropper situation is like a heated mess. It doesn't really work as well as they want it to, and it's such a pricey blush, but it just doesn't work as easily as it should. Like, look at that. I just shook it, and the dropper is not that great in mine. And I think they had people like send back their, you know, products because maybe they were defective. I don't know. I don't remember what exactly happened with these particular stuff. But as you can see, like, I even felt this, like, when I blended it onto my skin, it's like a lot more greasy than the cloud paint. So as you can tell, it's very beautiful in the bottle, but on the skin, it had like this vibe that I just didn't love. I definitely preferred the cloud paint. Like, my cloud paint is dry now on my hand and it's not moving around. This one, it feels like a sticky bomb. So Cosmetics launched some new shades this year, and I was so drawn to that red serum blush because of the color, but I told myself absolutely not because of how expensive this was, and I just wasn't loving the formula. So I'm really glad I stayed away from the new shades, and I definitely think these blushes are not worth the hype, in my opinion. Okay, so the next question is favorite from favorite brand, and I would say Nabla is one of my favorite brands. And I feel like this would not be a Karen Harris makeup video if I wasn't talking about the skin glazing in adults only. This blush, like, look at how much I've used this thing. Like, for as much makeup as I have, the fact that you can't see the Nabla logo in the middle means I've really done some damage to this. I need to pull this out for the holiday season because this color is just so flattering on me. I love this blush. Highly recommend if you are a tan skin tone. I'll give you guys a little baby swatch. Look at, it's so pretty. It blends like a dream. I really like this blush. I could definitely see myself using this forever and ever and ever. And I really, really hope that in 2021, Nabla expands this skin glazing formula into more blush shades because I feel like the world really needs right now a hot coral blush in this baked gelée formula from Nabla. Okay, Nabla, if you're watching, please make me a coral blush from this formula. Please, please, I'm begging you, please. Okay, so the next question is most underrated blush. And I have to give Juvia's Place a shout out. I feel like these blush palettes do not get enough love. But imagine these blushes back in the day when they came out. These came out in 2017. I actually put stickers on them telling me what year I picked these up in. So if you are a deep skin tone and you didn't know that Juvia's Place had blush palettes, I would say run, don't walk, because these are so affordable. And if you are a lighter skin tone, this blush palette is gorgeous. I've even used this one on my eyes, so I feel like these two palettes are so stunning. They're so underrated. I feel like people don't talk about them as much as maybe they did in the past because they are a bit of an older product. But man, oh man, these are stunning. Oh my gosh, these like blushes in the middle are like a shimmery blush. Like, look at that shade. It's so freaking pretty. It's so pigmented and it's just gonna look so good on so many different skin tones, so I would highly recommend. I do have a video on these palettes from when they launched back in the day, so that's gonna be a bit of an older video, but I would highly recommend, especially because Juvia's has such good sales. Definitely give these a try if they are speaking to you. The next question is most nostalgic, and I had to pick this blush. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you've probably heard me rave about this. This is the Milani Baked Blush in Red Vino. This kind of could be a dupe for the Hourglass at Night blush, like the drugstore version, if you don't want to purchase the Hourglass. But look at it. It's such a beautiful burgundy shade, and it has like a hint of gold shimmer going through it. And it's so pigmented, and this is a drugstore blush. So I was so hyped when I found this shade because I thought it was so unique for the drugstore and the quality is great. The logo is like completely gone from me like touching this so much, but another blush I wish I could use and pan and talk about more and more and more, but this blush definitely gives me nostalgic vibes because I've had it for so long and I love it so, so much. Okay, so the last question is most disappointing, and I think this is where me and Heather, our friendship, is gonna end. She's about to cancel and unfriend me because of the blush I'm about to mention, because I know Heather is such a big fan. But hear me out. The only reason I'm picking this product is because I feel like for my skin tone, this is definitely more of a highlighter. And I feel like Melt should have done a few more shades for different skin tones because I feel like it's such a beautiful formula. I do have some of their other digital dust formula blushes, and those work a little bit better with my skin tone. So I feel like there's a lot of potential for Melt to expand and give other people a chance to experience this. But when I purchased this for the price point, I feel like it wasn't really worth it for me, and I was really disappointed because I really can't get a whole lot of pigmentation from these, and I don't know, I was kind of bummed, especially for the price point. Like I said, I bought all three of them. So I picked the shade Buzzkill because I was really hoping that Buzz would be more reflective of the sticker where it was like a really hot coral shade. So maybe I should have done more research. Maybe that's what was going on. But I just wanted to mention that as my most disappointing product, because I feel like they could have done a little bit more to amp up the color on that particular shade, or expand the line so that they had more than 3 colors, just so it could have worked on different skin tones and multiple skin tones. That is it for the blush tag. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will link all the blushes I talked about in my description box if you want to shop any of them. Those links will most likely be affiliate links, so I will make a small commission from your purchase, which will go right back into my channel. I really appreciate it when you guys shop my links because it really helps me out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I discuss my blushes and my blush collection. Don't forget to check out Miss Heather's video. I will link that down in my description box. Thank you, Heather, so much for collabing with me and being patient with me, because I know she's a planner, so I really appreciate it, Heather, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video tomorrow. Bye, guys!